Okay, so we previously discussed that to create good quality screencasts or micro lectures, we need strong, clear graphics and a quality narrative. Let's tackle that graphics element right now. What can we do? How can we create these clear, supportive graphical images? Well, most people have access to Microsoft PowerPoint, a widely used but often underutilized tool. So let's look at some tips and tricks that we can do in Microsoft PowerPoint that can get our graphical images created quickly, that will support our narrative for our educational videos. So here we go. Okay, so how can we quickly and easily create a very simple image, such as the one on screen, that will support your narrative of delivery? Okay, so the first step is to go to the blank slide, the blank canvas, and I have some pre-selected image here that I'm just going to drop in. And it's a little bit smaller than the slide I have, so I'll quickly resize that. I don't want PowerPoint suggested options here. I'm just going to resize it to the full size of the slide, and I'm going to press present just to see what it looks like in the full screen, just to make sure that there's no pixelation that's happening anywhere on this image. Looks good to me, so I'm happy to move forward with that. So I want this verses and the lightning strike, a part of the image, to be in the center of the screen. And this is the only part of the image that I really want. So I'm just going to readjust that to make sure it's in the center. Then I'm going to use the crop tool to crop out the other parts of the image. Okay, I'll switch that crop tool off. Now there's still, I'm recentering that, but I can see there's still a part of the image that I don't want that's visible. So I'm going to go up to Insert and select a new shape. And I'm going to drag out that shape over the part of the image that I essentially want to disappear. So I've got a blue rectangle there. I'm going to switch off the outline so I can really see, get it right close to the edge. And then, there's a little bit down there that I want to cover as well. So I'm going to drag that down. And now I want to match the color to the background of the image. Now to do this effectively, I click on more colors and choose this color picker option, and it's going to get exactly the color that I want. Okay, that's great. So that's matching nicely. Now I'm going to select that rectangle, drag it to the full size of the screen, and I want to make it one image. So I'm going to hold Shift, click on the image, and now I can group these two shapes together. So I'm going to group them to make one image. Okay, that's going to make it easier to move things around in the future if I need to. Now I have these white parts on either side, so I'm going to format the background, and again go through that same process of selecting more colors, using the color picker to make sure I get exactly the right background color, and then I've got one solid slide there of all the same color with that nice visual in the middle there. Okay, so now I've got these two icons that I want to create. Again, I pre-selected these images, so I'll drop one on there. Just resize it a little bit. And then the second one comes in. Okay. So one is, as you can see, one is the circle kind of icon type I want, and one is still in the square. So what can I do about that? Well, first of all, let's resize these a little bit and get them in the right position. Okay, one way I can do that to get them both the right size, I can just line them up like this and adjust to make sure they're both roughly the same size and the position that I want them in. Okay, now I'm going to go to picture format. I'm going to drop down some options here, and I'm going to choose the circle stroke oval option. Okay, so now that image is at least a circle. I want to remove that outline, and I'm quite happy with that icon image. It's got a nice shadow on the bottom there, which actually this one doesn't have. So again, I'm just going to slightly adjust that just to make sure that the same size. There we go, and put that back. Now I want to get this shadow on this one so that they're both matching. So I'm going to go down again, choose the same option, and remove that picture border so that we've got two balanced images there. Okay. Next thing I want to do then is create the banner text. So I'll drag out the shape, double click, type the text that I want. And just adjust that to the visual that I'm quite happy with. So I like a nice thick border. Okay, so I'll drop that down, go to the weighting of the border, make it thick, and then I just need to make that text a little bit bigger. Okay, and I think we've got a nice strong visual there. Make sure it's centered. Okay, just resize and realign everything. And I think the final thing is I want that versus lightning strike just to be a little bit thinner. So I'll just slightly adjust that. Okay, so there we go. That's our image in less than 5 minutes. Very quickly, very easily created. So I hope this was helpful. Click subscribe if you'd like to see more tutorials like this.